Lowe's Theaters welcomes you to the exciting world of the movies. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
From the year 2769. Back in time. It's Back to the Future, Mark. Back in time. Yeah, yeah. Back to the future, I'm going to tell you a few things about what I've seen before. And I can't tell you what's coming through every door. And I'm gonna try to guide you into the light. But it's up to you if you wanna get in line. If you wanna lead a leader, yeah, you still got time. I've seen the future, I'm trying to help you up out of the quicksand, yeah.
Joanne! Joanne, are you ready? The movie's about to start, Joanne. We need popcorn. Tell me you got the Orville Redenbacher movie butter version. Because you know, I need to clog the freaking arteries. If I'm gonna be watching FutureMark go through time, throughout time, past, present, and future, I need some freaking popcorn. Look, Joanne, if you didn't get me the extra butter version, there's still time, just a few seconds here before the movie starts. So look, Joanne, I think I have to turn the volume up to freaking full because your wheeze. This is my credit. They stopped me in time. FutureMark, we finally recognize all of the brilliance. And we're going to give you the credit. And we're going to make a documentary of the entirety. We just got the cameras going to be following you around. Look, I'm good, you know? What's that, Joanne? Oh, Joanne, are you serious? Joanne says I can't watch the movie because there'll be a paradox. I'm doing a paradox then. I will paradox the friggin' heck out of it. I'm FutureMark. I did the work. I'm here to watch the fruits of my labor. So Joanne, do me a favor, turn the friggin' wheeze down. Yeah, I'm gonna start this sucker, but I wanna be able to hear the movie. Joanne, go get the freaking popcorn. The movie's about to start. Double decker on the butter.
It's Back to the Future, Mark.
You guys, huh? So yeah, you see where we are, right? I'm kind of glad that they sent the camera crew along for these missions when I go back in time, because you guys get to see the inside outs of like what I have to deal with. You know, you see that? I had to climb that. And don't forget, the first time I got up to the top and God's like, here, you got to just, you know, take these 10 commandments. And I'm like, okay, where do you want me to write them? He goes, write them? Grab that freaking rock over there and start going. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, thou. You know how long thou shalt took? Just for the first thou shalt? I was there for 4 months, just a quarter way through the T. God, you got any help here? Like, what are we doing? You sent me up to the top of the mountain, Mount Sinai, to get the 10 Commandments, Marxist. And when I'm here an idea, you want me to chip away with like that freaking little small rock over there into that huge tablet? You know, God, the thing I really was upset about mostly is that you allowed me to do the entire 10 only to trip on the way down and break them and then have to come back up and do it again. You know, like, you're God. You knew that Marxist was going to have to do it twice. You know, they always say, you know, things in life that you really appreciate, just do them once. You know, not twice. You got me back up there again. Grab that other rock. T. I just started the H, God. What are we doing over here? You know, what are we doing over here? I get down the second set of commandments to the bottom of Mount Sinai. And I'm here, and all of a sudden they got a freaking idol. They're there with the golden calf. And I'm like, guys, look, I just freaking broke one set of tablets. They're up there on Mount Sinai. And then I did another set. You guys are down here freaking worshiping the golden calf? What are we talking about? Marxist is gonna have to freaking, you know, split the Red Sea now or something, you know? 40 years. 40 years Marxist has been doing this. You know? You guys are golden calf in it. It's times like this that I really question your connection to God, you know, and your ability to understand the simple tenements, the 10 Commandments. Go and read, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, you know, and steal. You can't, that's another one too. You guys are stealing from each other too. I saw you have another, you know, lamb. You killed the lamb. You slaughtered the lamb. You know, Marxist was here. Bottom of the freaking, you know, Mount Sinai, ready to go back up to see if I can have another conversation with the burning bush. You know, and you guys are over here bickering over a golden calf. I get it. I mean, I was gone for a while. You know, you guys don't realize what I had to go through in order to bring you these 10 Commandments. God wasn't having it. He just grabbed that freaking rock. 7 years, 4 months, 15 days, 4 hours, 6 seconds. I'm down here, the bottom, you know, Mount Sinai. I'm doing it. Marxist. Gotta part the Red Sea now. Yeah. Like, look, when you're here and you have the gift from God to hear him, burning bush, and you're gonna part the Red Sea. Yeah. That's what I did as Marxist. You do it all, really. So guys, are you ready? Let's go. We're on our way we're marching to Red Sea. Marching to the Red Sea. Who's coming with me? You guys down? Where the freak is everybody? Am I talking to myself? Guys, it's Marxist. I'm here. God, he just gave me the 10 Commandments. Twice. I broke the first set, guys. Look, Marxist isn't perfect, you know? I didn't know that there was going to be a couple rocks that just weren't settled in the ground. I slid out. You know how freaking heavy those tablets, the first set of tablets were? The first set of tablets were like 48 pounds each. Second set were 94 each. What the freaking heck? That was like the cruel joke from God, like with Noah. You know? Where he's like, oh yeah, here you go, buddy. Double-decker style. You know, I came down. That's why I'm jacked right now, you know? Because I did the work. I'm sorry? What? You're telling me I don't even get to do the Red Sea? No, I'm sorry, we're doing the Red Sea. You freaking tell them in the future, 2769, I'm doing the Red Sea. They're not giving it to Moses. No, this is my gig. I did the 10 Commandments. I freaking did it twice, and you can't take that away from me now. No, I know that's a good song, but you can't take it away from me Marxist style when I did the work on the 10 Commandments, okay? So you tell them, come back after I do the freaking parting of the Red Sea. And then I'll give it up, like, wholeheartedly. But when you do, like, most of the work, you know? And then you're like, yeah, we'll just finish it from here, pal. I'm sorry, I'm doing the work. The rest of the work is a freebie. You tell them they don't even have to freaking pay me for the rest. Yeah, FutureMark. I'm finishing up. Marxist. And you guys can Markgellan everybody afterwards and let them think that it's Moses, whatever. But I'm finishing my job. Finishing what I started. Freaking double-decker style on the 10 Commandments. And now, you want to take the parting of the Red Sea from you, Marxists, and let Moses do it. No, I'm sorry. Moses isn't even like a real biblical figure. You know, you guys are just giving it the name. If you left Marxists in the Bible, you know, for good, people forever will be like, the Red Sea was parted by Marxists. But you want to steal it from me. You want to give everything to Moses after I did the 10 Commandments. Twice. Right? Look, I'm finishing my job here. Did the 10 Commandments. Double-decker style. I'm just getting out of here. I'm going to go wash up You know how freaking disgusting I am after being up there for 7 years, 4 months, 16 days, 4 hours, and 16 seconds? You know? So I'm gonna do a washeroo, and then we're gonna go and part the Red Sea. Yeah. No, that way? That's fine. You just tell them I'm not leaving yet. Yeah, no, everybody come on this way. This way. So guys, I prayed to God last night. Look, I did the work. We're good. All we gotta do is walk into the light. You guys follow me into the light, and we're gonna be home free across to the other side of the Red Sea, okay? You've been trying to figure out how to get across. Marxists did the work, okay? And you remember that when they come by and they ask you for an accounting of the facts. Who did the work? Marxist, yeah. He did it. He parted the Red Sea. He came out, he's like, God, I ask thee to part the friggin' Red Sea for us, because we've been 40 years, you know, in the desert. This is the way God wants it. But don't covet thy neighbor's wife. Remember what we did on the 10 Commandments? When I went up to the top and did a double-decker style to get them for you guys, and you were all like, golden calf. I came down and smited you. God told me to smite you. You know, smiting you for doing it, for not wanting to wholeheartedly just believe in God and say, I like those 10 Commandments. Can you tell me again? Can we read them again? You can go and get the double-decker style. Here it is. And up there, if you go up on the mountain about a quarter way up, you'll see two broken tablets there on the ground where it says, thou shalt, and then you got to find the other alt, and you read the rest, you know, broken in half, you know, 47 pounds each one. Good luck carrying that, Larry. Yeah, it's not like you can't, you're a weakling, Larry. That's why God charged Marxists with, you know, who else is going to go in there and like engrave the 10 Commandments in the stone? Larry? You know, look, guys, it's been a true honor, you know, doing the work. Marxists, I came back in time, full disclosure, my name is FutureMark, from the year 2769. I got a good in with God, though. He's a good guy. And when he came, he said, look, we need you to play Marxist. Go back in time. You do the work. You 10 Commandments it. You go down and part the sea. Everybody's in to the, you know, to the barrel roll in it. Like I told you guys, bring your surfboards. You know, bring your surfboards. Bring a couple boogie boards. Some of you want to body surf. You can body surf through. Like I parted it. I did the parting. All you got to do is like have the good time now. You get across the other side. Everybody's like smiling and dancing in the streets, you know? And then the sea is gonna just crash down on, you know, on the army. When you've got a really, really tough situation going on with the king and Herod sending his guys after you, you know, you gotta make sure you have God pour the Red Sea back on the troops as they enter the Red Sea behind us. So guys, we're running out of time. Okay, bottom line here, we need to move quick because King Herod, he's sending his men here to try to just murder each and every one of us, you know? And that's not part of my gig, you know? I gotta make it out alive to get back 2769 to go take on the next, you know, amazing figure from your history. But this is where it kind of started, in a way. I'm here, Marxist. I did the work, and now you guys have a future. You're welcome, you know. Make sure you don't break the second set of 10 Commandments, you know. I did it twice. I don't want to hear that there's like, oh, we can't find them anymore. What are you talking about? I did the work. Engraved, you know. You know. That's why I'm jacked. I had a hard time walking through the Red Sea. That's how big, you know, Marxist is these days. Walking through the Red Sea like this, you know, like just, I'm elbowing the water on the way through the Red Sea into the light, you know, because of how jacked I am from doing all the work, as the 10 Commandments work, you know. Thou freaking hey, how many do we have to do? You know, how many are we talking about over here? 10? I'm not even I'm one letter into the first word of the first one. Thou? Hold on, I'm not. 7 days later, I got to the H. God, you couldn't just like, will it so? You couldn't just be like, oh God, you guys need to get on the right track down there. Thanks for coming up to the top of Mount Sinai. I got something for you. Laser engraved. I just thought about it and made it so because I'm God. Here you go. Here's your freaking 10 Commandments. You go down there before they find a golden calf and you let them know about God. You let them know about the 10 Commandments. But no, I get freaking up to the top of Mount Sinai and he's like, so you got a pen? Do I got a pen? A pen? You better grab that rock. What are we talking about? You can grab a rock? What am I doing with the rock? Well, there's another rock over there. This is all burning bush stuff. And I go over, I say, okay, so I have 2 rocks. What am I supposed to do with that? Grab the freaking small rock, take it to the big rock, and start, thou shalt not, and you go. Twice. You got to do, and then a double decker, because I want to make sure you have one for the synagogue and then one for the village. People are out there walking through, like, oh, are these the new ordinance? Look, this is the new public ordinance. There's oh, you're not allowed to covet thy neighbor's wife. Interesting. Guys, we're running out of time. King Herod, he's coming. So join me. Let's go to the lake, guys. We're almost there. 40 years in the freaking desert. Aren't you ready to get some water after 40 years in the desert? You can't even get water to swim in. You smell disgusting over there, Andre. And this is your chance. Run into the water, my friends. Run in there and hope it splashes on you. And you can stop smelling as disgusting as you smell. 40 years. 40 years in the freaking desert. Let's go. Right? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? No. No. You're not kicking me off right now as we're about to go into the light. You're going 40 years. Now we're going through the light. And we're going to the other side, Marxist style. Marxist, great job getting everybody over here and splitting the freaking Red Sea. Good job on that one. I think we're going to have Moses take over now. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Right? I did the work. I'm here. I'm Marxist. Look, the Red Sea. It's parted. Like right now. Marxist, good job. Why don't you step to the side? Moses is here. Freaking Moses? You mean the one that was left in the river? And he showed up on the freaking, countryside, the queen? Found him? Moses? I get it. Royalty. Oh, let's let the royal just pretend he did the work. Right? I did the work. So what do they have for me? Back to 2769 for a new assignment? God almighty. After doing all the work. Again. Now, guys, look, I hope you miss Marxists. Again, you're going to have some fraud show up here. Hackaroo shows up and pretends he's got a connection to God. Pretends that he knows the scriptures. I knew the scriptures. I did the 10 Commandments. Right? And you guys are all better for it. So at least wish me well. I got to go back to the portal. 2769. It's calling. It's waiting for FutureMark. Marxist. I'm going to miss the name Marxist. Guys, 40 years. You're doing it for 40 years in the desert. As one name, and then you have to go back to the future and, take on a new character, take on a new persona, and do something amazing, so then history looks back and says, we have that, thanks to FutureMark. Anyway, guys, I guess all I could say is, God bless. Red Sea, you can close it now. Wait, Joanne! I got pushed back through that time! They really didn't want me to stay and do it as Marxist. Parted the Red Sea. And then they're just like, go ahead, bud. Whatever. Yeah, Joanne, can you get me a Fresca? Joanne, I'm back. What do we have? Anything new today? No, I don't even want to get into this last one. I was there, like freaking Stone Ages, climbing mountains. I had to do, you ever heard of the 10 Commandments? Of course you know about the 10 Commandments, Joanne. that's like record here, historical record. The 10 Commandments. Mark says, I did it. I was there with rocks. Yeah, God, he's like, you know what? Why don't you, instead of taking it, because I just like engraved it on stones onto tablets for you, to then just journey your way down in order to teach my message. Give the words of God to the people. I got down to the bottom, Joanne, they had a freaking golden calf. Yeah, no, and they weren't listening at first. They're like, we like our golden calf. I'm like, you don't go golden calf when you got a 10 Commandments deal. No, and you don't even know the worst of it. They made me do it twice. And when I mean they, because God is the Holy Spirit. And all of a sudden the burning bush is telling you, it's just not good enough. You know, you can't just mend it. You can't mend a broken tablet of the 10 Commandments. You're going to have to redo it from scratch. So I did it. You know, that's why I'm jacked right now, coming back from the past to the future. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. I'm looking for something juicy, something salacious. Joanne, are you kidding me on this one? LeoMarko Davinci? I was LeoMarko? Leonardo? That was me. God almighty. I'm there, right? And I'm doing like the perfect jawline on Mona Lisa, you know? No, Mona Lisa Smile is a crap movie. This is a painting. Joanne, you don't know about the Mona Lisa? Look it up. It's in your historic documents. The Mona Lisa, it was the most beautiful painting of the 15th century, 16th century. And forever, really, everybody was like, didn't it change? Yeah, after the Markgellan effect, it did change. The original was much more, I guess you'd say like, you know, like she looked like she was in a bad mood. And then they made her sort of look like she was tooting and smiling at the same time. Kind of like you, Joanne. What's that? No, Joanne, we know you have a wheeze. That is from, you know, birth, defect. Oh, no, here's one. I missed this one. Markgellan. Yeah, I guess I circumnavigate the globe. That was me. All right. So, Joanne, I guess I'm going to get going. I got a lot of different people to be. I will, I guess I'll be back after. What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. Joanne, what's this guy's? Oh, this is the LeoMarko one? I go back. Yes. I can't wait. I've been wanting to murder people for a while. I haven't, you know, you can't murder people in 2769. Anyway, on to do some murdering.
Back to the future.
Ah, Joanne! No! Joanne, where's my canvas for the new painting? And I need my brushes. I can't do what LeoMarko does best without my canvas and brushes. What do you want me to do? You want me to paint the walls again? I already did that. You know, I got with the Venetian plaster as well. You know, that when you're LeoMarko Davinci, you've got to come up with it. You know, so anyway, I am looking for my brush, Joanne, because I have to touch up this before they arrive. You know, this was a contract piece. Oh, could you do my wife for me? Sure. What's her freaking name? What? Mona what? All right. You know, she's a little on the larger side. It's going to require a little extra rouge. You do realize when I say requires extra rouge, that I have to murder someone for rouge, right? You know, people don't understand. LeoMarko Davinci. I do the best paintings in the world because I'm also a serial killer. You know, when you're out there doing it, in order to get enough rouge to paint freaking Mona over there, you know. Look, that's part of the gig, you know. You're there, you're living the life of luxury because your, paintings are bringing big dollars, you know. You're also designing other things, helicopters, you know. Anyway, when LeoMarko did it, and everybody was just thrilled and said, "Can you do it again?" I was like, "All right, I'll do it," you know. And I stopped over at the art supply store, and I said, "Do you have any rouge?" They said, "You're kidding, right, LeoMarko? You're a professional painter. You know you can't get rouge." 1547.
you're gonna have to murder someone. You know, so I did it. And look, right? But I'm gonna need a touch-up. So when's that family of 4 coming in? You know, because we need to mix up some rouge. Anyway, Joanne, what else do we have on the calendar for the rest of the month? You know, LeoMarko's, you gotta keep busy, because if I don't, you know, keep busy with a brush in my hand, that's right, I grab a freaking knife and I murder people because I need rouge. You know? Look, sometimes you get like an extra jar and fill it with blood so you could do the rouge when you get a next contract call. You know, you're here, you're doing it. You got Mona Lisa up on the freaking wall, you know, she's sitting there on the easel just looking, you know. She's looking good. Yeah, like if you were there and you're walking the streets of Italy and you freaking saw Mona, right? You'd be like, hey, Mona, can you feed me some freaking grapes? You know? You know, she probably makes a good wine, I would imagine. What's the backstory, Joanne? Do we know the backstory on his wife, Mona Lisa? Because I really I like to get the backstory when I'm finishing up a painting for a client, you know, because you want to be able to at least explore the entire detail within the painting, so then you could tell the story to your grandchildren one day, you know. What's that? No, I won't tell that story. It's just freaking crap, right? You start feeding Frank grapes. I don't need a Mona Lisa feeding me grapes, you know? I'm just here, just waiting for another family to come through. Murder time. Look, when you're on a murder spree, LeoMarko Davinci style, and they can't catch you because they're like, oh, LeoMarko, you're so great. We love that painting. I'm like, if you knew how many freaking people I murdered to make that, you know? And they're just like, more, keep doing it. I'm getting close to Genghis Khan, you know, catching up. When you're out there and you're doing it, you become a master with a knife, you know, and not just to cut up the paints in order to, you know, to mesh and to see if I could create new colors, just to get the rouge, you know. Some people call me the Butcher of Verona, you know. I took the title, I took it, and it was because I don't like to give up the credit, and that is why I had the biggest problem when they came in, you know. And they're like, yeah, you gotta give the credit to freaking Leonardo. Right? You know, it's one thing if Leonardo could actually paint, you know, but he's just a hack. They're doing it like, yeah, look at me, just because we share the same last name, you know? Here in the same timeline. He's Leonardo, I'm LeoMarko. I'm doing genius work. Right? Right! Got the Mona Lisa here. Big bucks. Couple murders on my shoulders. But we did it, you know? And now they want to give the credit to Leonardo? Oh, let's just put Leonardo's name on it. Freaking Leonardo? What, did he have a bad month or something? Leonardo's having a bad month. Well, why doesn't he learn how to freaking paint? He should have gone to, you know, to the studio. I did the work. I was there. I learned how to murder in order to make rouge. And he's there still trying to do it with crap like, you know, Sierra Brown, and he's trying to get it, you know. You can't make it work. You have to get a murder on your hands. And just hope you don't get caught, you know. You know, it's times like this that I say to myself, why? Why did I murder that family of 4? Why did I kill that entire village? Remember that time when I had to do it, you know? And for them to take it from me and give it to freaking Leonardo? Gosh almighty. This is the stuff, you know what I mean? This is the stuff that they write, you know, movies about. That's a thing in the future. You don't know it because I am FutureMark. I'm just sick of this. I keep coming back. I keep doing amazing work for the History of Time. So everybody could be like, wow, look at, we have this amazing person who did all these futuristic things. Because I'm freaking from the future, you know? FutureMark, it's a burden. You know, as Monk used to say, it's a curse and a gift, you know. But I'm living in it. You know, what's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I'm going back to 2769 soon, but I'm still here, dude. I gotta finish, you know, the painting, the rouge, because he's coming in for it. And I have to make sure this one goes out with LeoMarko on the bottom. I'm not letting Leonardo put his name on the bottom of this one. This is a LeoMarko deal, you know? Gosh almighty, I'm so, what is this, how many times now have they just been like, hey, can you do me a favor and give this one to the guy who's having a bad one? Look, I'm sorry. You can't always be knocking him out of the park like LeoMarko Davinci, you know? And you can't take a win from a guy and give it to a loser, you know? You're giving it to a freaking loser. Freaking Leonardo, you know? No, that's fine. I'm just gonna let it happen at this point, you know, because I'm just getting used to it. I'm just getting used to getting steamrolled after I do the work. No, fine. You're not gonna go find the person so I can murder him. I guess I have to go out and look for him myself.
Back to the future, Mark.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, we're almost there. No, like, I don't know where. Look, we've been on the freaking sea for a long time. Feels like years, thousands of miles. We killed those pirates, the other pirates, Blackbeard's people came and tried to take us out. That was a freaking day. And, you know, I think I haven't seen land. I haven't been, you know, I lost track. I left my phone. You guys don't know what a phone is. FutureMark. There is a calendar slash, you know, I got like a daily. Oh, today is April 13th. Every character is here on April 13th of the year that they're here. You know, you guys are like, why April 13th? You'll figure it out. Look, I want you to do your jumping jacks. You know, we do them in the morning to get ready for a friggin' journey into the sun. You know, we don't want to go away from the sun. We want to go right into the sun. If you guys want to see new land, you want to see new opportunity and find gold? I know you're all looking for gold. I know where to find gold. It's into the sun. Markgellan style. Guys, we've been doing it a long time together. We started in Spain. We journeyed across the freaking globe. We're here now by the freaking straits. We still haven't come up with a name, you know, what we're going to call these straits. I'm kind of feeling like it should be Markgellan. We'll talk about that later. But guys, the journey, the mileage that we put on to the Trinidad. Anyway, guys, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. Well, not really. You know, you, Andre, you're friggin' disgusting. The scurvy you had for the last 6 months, you're disgusting as hell. But you made it through. Markgellan was here, doing the work. Stench. You guys know. There's nobody in the back doing the laundry. You know? Oh, look, we're air drying. We're all freaking air drying. Okay? But here's the thing. Charles I, I went and saw him. Said, look, Markgellan's got a plan. You know, everybody's like, let's go and find land. I don't want to find land, all right? I want to go away from land and do it like, let's see if we can just like zip zap around the land, right? We do a circumnavigation. We start here, we get back to there, and they're like, oh, look, well, you went that way, and when you came back, you came this way. Like, yeah, it's called a freaking circumnavigation. You know, Charles I was on board. He's like, look, you know what? You do it, Markgellan. And I was like, no, I'll totally do it, because that's what I do best. Besides, drink my lemon juice, you know. I don't want scurvy, you know, like you had, Andre. You know, guys, I'm glad that Markgellan has a drinking problem, you know, because if I didn't, we wouldn't be able to get across this strait, you know. You guys don't need a sip. Yeah, I don't need to help you with your freaking scurvy. Like, you got scurvy, and you're wondering if you could have just a sip of the lemon juice. We got a locked up chest with lemon water. It's lemon water slash, like, you know, the craziest alcohol you've ever had in your life. Magellan? Yeah. I want to have Magellan as my captain. You get on the freaking boat when he comes back around. All right? You didn't say that last week when I was here. Blackbeard came around. He's trying to take us out. Then you were like, Markgellan, can you help us? Freaking Blackbeard. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, Markgellan versus Blackbeard. It's a freaking pay-per-view then. You know? Oh, that's right. You guys don't know about it. FutureMark. I'm from the year 2769. I'm just here in this timeline here is Markgellan. Yeah. I was called in. You know, kid, we gotta have somebody go and circumnavigate the freaking globe. You want it? I'll do it. You know? All you gotta do is just, like, get me on the boat. I know how to go freaking north and then, like, northeast. Right? Yeah. Guys, all I need is that stupid wheel. I want the big one where I can go like this. You know? Markgellan, what are you doing? Freaking drinking. You know? I'm getting into it over here. Look, guys, the lemon juice is starting to get to me. You know, I'm in the freaking sun. Yeah. What's that, Pedro? No, Pedro, freaking pull your weight. I'll pour a little bit of lemon juice into a goblet for you. But only if you pull your weight. Okay? Javier knows about it. Javier, look, I know you guys have an issue with me because I'm Portuguese. All right? You don't trust the pork chop. You know, maybe I don't trust the freaking Spaniard. You know, you want to get all racist on me? 1492? Yeah, no, I know they're doing the Nina Pinta Santa Maria, whatever the freak we call it. Yeah, they're doing that. That's a Columbus thing. I'm Markgellan. I'm doing a circumnavigation. Well, 1512. It's a little bit later. You know, when you're here doing it, and everybody's still talking about when freaking Columbus went and found the Indies. I got an idea. Let's call America after Vespucci. Like, he didn't even do it. Columbus. You know, that's why I decided to call Charles the First. And I told him I'm going to do a circumnavigation. You freaking put the funds up. All right? I'll discover. Your Philippines is really nice. You know, we'll stop there on the way, get a little more lemon juice, fill it up, liquor, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're all having a good time. Pedro's pulling his weight. Javier, no more scurvy. You know? Like, who wants scurvy 1512? I get it. You know, like, I don't want it. Lemon juice, I'm drinking it. You know? Like, all day, every day. Everybody's like, hey, Markgellan, are you gonna steer the ship? No, I'm sorry. Oh, you want me to steer the ship? Yeah, no problem. I'm doing it. Guys are like, oh, that's right. When I freaking do it, steeraroo, I'm doing it and I'm drinking at the same time. Lemon juice, I got it. Look, guys, Markgellan is gonna set like a record while we do it, you know? Around the world in 80 days. Jules Verne style. You guys don't know about that yet. That's later in time. I'm FutureMark. But there's a guy named Jules Verne, he writes a freaking book about it. You know, you're doing it, that guy's in a, like, hot air balloon in it. You know, I'm here on a ship. We're going around the freaking globe. Markgellan. You know, I really could use some more lemon juice. Guys, this has really been one of the best lemon juices I've had in a while. You know, and remember, before we turn into the sun today, I gotta swing through at least one or two of these puppies. Yeah. What's that? Are you kidding? This is the You guys don't have more lemon water for Markgellan? What the freaking heck? I'm here, you know, navigating. I'm the navigation. I'm the guy. I got the freaking wheel. You know? Guys, I'm running low. I'm running low on this. What are we gonna do about it? Yeah. Somebody go and run down into the barracks. Find me a freaking other lemon water. I can't do another, day with you guys smelling the way you freaking smell without another one. Yeah? Goodness, guys, how long? How long are we gonna go through this? Markgellan gets the first dibs. Okay? You guys get a little freaking snifty after I get freaking totally plastered on my lemon juice, You guys aren't from the future. Okay. You're just here. And then you're like, which rope do I grab? That one. Freaking that rope. Guys, I gotta get going. Or do I? I'm really not sure. Joanne was supposed to save me. She gave me a date in the freaking sand. Forgot my phone. I don't know. Is that date, did we pass? Are we getting close? Based on what I can, sky calendar, the stars, roughly a month, and then she'll be back. She did give me the golden parachute at some point if I ever need to. You do the old screamer. You give a screamer-roo, Joanne comes freaking, portaling through time, saving, FutureMark. And that I'm thankful for, because you guys, freaking disgusting. Yeah, no, because of you mostly, Pedro. God almighty, Pedro. We have freaking nightmares about you, Like some people were was crying out in the middle of the freaking night. No, Pedro, you friggin' smell disgusting, you pig! That's just the way it went. And then, of course, you decided not to wash the next day either. You were the bunk mate of the guy. You were actually the one who told me about it. Yeah, this guy was yelling out, telling me that I smell like freaking garbage and crap. You didn't take that as a hint? Pedro, maybe I should just wash my freaking underarms. By Magellan. No, I bought that in the 23rd century. You guys don't know about by Magellan. Speed stick. When you're wearing it, you smell great, and you also have a freaking really pithy company name and tagline. Goodness. Guys, this has been a pleasure, I gotta say, leading you into the future. Well, for you guys, this is the future. I've seen it all already. Historical documents, But I came in order to give you something to have. That's right, as historical documents. Like you didn't have them, and then Markgellan comes. Freaking drink some lemon juice. And then you're good. You guys got the history. Circumnavigation. How the freak did he do it? He was plastered drunk. He just went like this the whole time. And he made it around the freaking globe. Everybody thought it was like, oh, you gotta go this way. No, you gotta get freaking trashed and turn that wheel as fast as you can. Circumnavigation. Excuse me, guys, it's Markgellan. Give me a moment here. I want you all to drop your freaking tasks for a second, and let's get down to brass tacks. I need some more freaking lemon juice. What are we gonna do about it? I'm here. I gotta get ready to steer. into the freaking sun. Like, you guys want to get across the freaking streets, right? Listen, this just reminds me of that strait that we have to get across. I'm freaking calling it Markgellan. Straits of Markgellan. And you guys remember that when the cartographer arrives, Francesco Vigilughi. You tell Vigilug that we're going with, Markgellan, the Straits of Markgellan. Guys, I'm thinking we need at least another dozen of these. Did you guys go down below to the, the barracks? And see if we got, maybe some stacked or hidden behind the freaking, bunks? I know you guys are hiding some freaking lemon juice, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. Most of you have scurvy. So you're definitely not hiding the lemon juice. Because you would be nuts be scurvying. I don't get scurvy. I drink freaking 9 of these a day. What? No, I guess I could have had 7 a day, and then I'd still have like lots for the rest of the year. But do you guys know how bad you smell? I mean, that's rhetorical. You smell freaking disgusting. And then add me on top, here, and I'm turning us into the freaking sun. And then every time I do one of these, I gotta smell myself. Here, just wash yourself with some freaking salt water. That does nothing. You just are immediately dry, skin dry, stinking it up again. There's a salty version. Like Javier. Guys, look. Yeah, where the frick is Joanne when you need her? Yeah, and another freaking bottle of lemon juice. Lemon juice, and how are we doing on that lemon juice, guys? Because I can't go like this and not have this going. Like what are we supposed to do here? Yeah, you guys are all laughing. It's not funny. Markgellan's trying to get through the day. I only had like one of these today filled with lemon juice and liquor. The lemon liqueur. That's where we got that's where we started the business, East Indies. I'm running it across. It's a bit of a bootlegging trade, We cut the liquor with the lemon. We're charging them twice. They think they're getting a lot of liquor, giving them more lemon in there. This is sweet. Yeah. Guys, together as one, to think about it. Do we have any more lemon juice? This is the world we live in today. Circumnavigation, circumcision, right, Dennis? No lemon juice. Scurvy? Am I next? I get scurvy next now? So guys, I'm serious, it's hot out here. Markgellan has to get through this month because they're coming to get me to take me back to the future. I haven't seen Joanne in forever and a day. Oh no, Joanne, she's my assistant. 2769. She's got a wheezing issue. She says it's a birth defect, but I'm thinking she just does it to get at, FutureMark. She's like, oh, he's got to go and be like Marxist. He's got to go and be freaking LeoMarko Davinci. Why don't I wheeze as well so then he can't, deal with all of the stress of going through time and leaving you a history. Yeah, Blackbeard, freak Blackbeard. I'm Markgellan, And when we get across the globe to the Philippines, we party time excellent. Yeah, you tell Charles the second when he comes along what Markgellan did. Guys, no more freaking lemon juice. I'm dying over here, What do we do? I can't go like this on the freaking ship and bring us into the promised land. Yeah. Without more lemon juice. Guys, this is starting to become an issue for me. And I'm just waiting for that guy to show up and be like, you know what? Good job, Markgellan. We're going to have Magellan take over. Where is that guy? Where the frig is the guy that takes all the credit away from me? I don't want to be on the boat with you guys anymore. I don't have any more freaking lemon juice. What are we talking about over here? Where's Joanne? Gosh, I got a freaking alcohol problem here. FutureMark. 2769. I need to get back. I gotta get a treatment. Yeah, you guys don't know about that. They don't have any of that here. Blackbeard's coming tomorrow to kill your whole family. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna pull my one and only golden ticket on this one. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I can't stand the way you all smell. That's why I was drinking the lemon juice to deal with the freaking stench of all of you. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, as long as I got some friggin' lemon juice to get me through it, then I can do it, you know? I gotta just... Joanne! Dang it, she said if I yelled her name really loud, that she would just be listening. At all times. Joanne! Joanne! Sight for sore eyes, Joanne! Can I have a... no, I know you're not into hogging. Can I go... You're the best, Joanne.
It's Back to the FutureMark.
Oh, gosh. Thank goodness. Joanne! Thank you, Joanne. You know Markgellan did it, Joanne, but my liver must be spotted after all that friggin' lemon juice. Do we have like a detox program here, 2769?
Oh, gosh almighty, Joanne. I'm getting kind of sick of this gig. Yeah. Like, you got anything easier? God almighty. Like, I guess the thing is, when you go back in time and you're people like Nelson Mandela, it's hard because you have to do the work to make an impact on the world. So, they picked the right guy. Joanne, I like to do the work. Let's see, we got freaking A. You know, Joanne, when you give me the manila envelope and it doesn't have a little sticky on it so it sticks to my finger, that's just like poor planning on your part, you know? Markelangelo? I did the Sistine Chapel? God almighty. I thought that guy was like special. Yeah, my whole life I'm like, oh, Markelangelo must have been something. Doing the David with the balls. You know, had the balls out. I thought that was genius. You know, Joanne, I'm starting to realize that all of the genius in history was FutureMark. I did it all, you know, I was everybody. And now, you know, like we didn't have the 10 Commandments without Marxists. We didn't have, you know, circumnavigation around the globe without Markgellan. We didn't have the Mona Lisa without LeoMarko Davinci. You know, Sistine Chapel without Markelangelo. You know, the list goes on, Joanne, when you're there doing the fifth. Markzart, and then they, you know, take it from you and give it to Mozart. That's a day, you know. Oh yeah, it's difficult, Joanne. It's a difficult thing because you do all the work and then somebody else gets all the credit, you know, Markgellan. Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? I gotta go. I've got to get this Markelangelo character done. Sistine, I'm gonna go and climb up on a friggin' scaffold, do the David, craft the balls, and then I'll be back afterwards. What's that? No, Joanne, your friggin' wheeze is the worst. No, Joanne, I know all about it. Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm sorry. It's your wheeze. I can't do anything about it. No, I'll see you when I get back. I'm sorry? No, I'm just finishing up. Yeah. Let me guess. You want to have a chat about the work? I know what's coming next. Hey, Markelangelo. Nice job with the ceiling there. You think you could maybe pass it on? We got a biblical name we have to go with. You know, I'm getting sick of these biblical names coming out of nowhere and kicking freaking FutureMark off his perch. I was on top of it, on the scaffold. Hand of God. I did it, you know. And then all of a sudden, hey, Markelangelo, nice job on the ceiling. As soon as I heard nice job on the ceiling, I know what's coming next. Do you think we could talk to you for a few minutes, Markelangelo? What the freaking hell? No, I can't talk to you. I'm in the middle of finishing up my work. I'm finishing up the work. I already did the ceiling. It's over. Done. God. They're doing it, you know? Not that way, you know. And then I came over here just to do a touch-up on the wall over here. And you're going to come along and try to tell me I got to give up all of this. I just put my name on the corner over there. Markelangelo. I did it, you know? And now you want me to just cover it up so you could just put in Markelangelo. What the freaking heck? You know, it's like you do the work. You're Markelangelo. Everybody in town talks about you. And you're gonna use this we're from freaking Italy thing, Markelangelo, and just be like, we meant Michelangelo? And like people are gonna really fall for that? You gotta be kidding me, you know? You know, I gotta talk to them back at 2769, because I'm not digging the fact that I did all this freaking, do you know how much this was me alone? I did it all alone! Ceiling, freaking, you know? And you guys come along and take it away? It's my lucky brush, too, you know? So what's next? You sending me back to 2769? After all that, after training to become a master, Markelangelo, I'm here. I did the David. And then you want to take it all away and give it to Michelangelo. Record books will say it was Michelangelo. You doing a freaking Markgellan effect? You know, when you got Markgellan affected, and you were like, I remember it as Michelangelo. Do you? Do you? Because it was Markelangelo. You know? My brush. I can't. What am I supposed to do without my brush now? You know? I'm here. I got the rest of the Sistine. No brush. Lucky brush. We can do this together. We'll teleport back to 2769. And I'm telling him next time, I'm not having this. I'm doing something simpler. I'm not going back to something like this. I'll go on the scaffold for 4 years and 7 months, 3 days and 6 hours, so they can come in and be like, hey, Markelangelo, nice job on the freaking ceiling. You know, it's times like this that I really wonder, do I want to be a time traveler any longer? FutureMark. Anyway, I guess that's it, right? So I shouldn't finish up with my last little right over here where I can just that and then we're like then we're done? You don't want me to do that? You want Michelangelo to come over and scribble the last little bit in? Yeah. You're gonna ruin this entire masterpiece if you have Michelangelo come in here and touch it at all with his stupid freaking brush. Have you seen that guy paint? He's got 2 left feet, hands, 2 left hands. 2 left hands and feet. You ever seen him walk? Circles. Takes him 7 hours to get everywhere. Yeah? Where are we going, Michelangelo? Where are we gonna go this way? Freaking, the guy's dizzy, you know, all the time. Everybody thought he's a drunk. Partially drunk. But he also can't walk. Guess this is my life, right? You go do the work. You don't get any of the credit. We take it and give it to the other guy. Friggin' hacks, you know, a bunch of hacks. First, you know, you got Leonardo Davinci. He took all the credit after I did all the work. Helicopter. And then I'm here, Sistine Chapel. Can I'm sorry. Hold on. Done. If I'm going to leave it, I'm freaking leaving it.
Back to the FutureMark.
God almighty. Then never gets any easier. Yeah. Joanne, can you turn off the portal now? Joanne, turn off the portal. Oh, God Almighty. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. Are you freaking kidding me? AbraMark Lincoln? You know, I was hoping to do something like Marchio Andretti. You know, I'm in behind the wheel doing it, you know? That would have been a good one. But you instead gave... Why do I keep going to these people that have no air conditioning? Can we get a future guy? Like somebody who's got like a good climate control situation going on? I'm going to do an AbraMark Lincoln. He gets killed, right? Yeah. Can you do me a favor and get me the frig out before he gets killed? Just, you know, switch me out with Abraham. If there's a guy named Abraham, you give him the gig right at the very end. You're like, you know what, you'd be good. Do you have a top hat? See if he has a freaking top hat. Because I don't know if I want to do this one. Let me see who else we got. Hold on. Okay, so we have AbraMark first. Gosh almighty. Then you're telling me I got to go back and play piano now? I got to learn how to play piano? Markzart. It's got a good ring to it, though, Joanne. That Markzart has a great ring to it. I'm going to go with that. All right, so right now we've got Markzart, and we have to start with AbraMark. Or no, is it Markzart first? You know, I'm not good with the actual timeline, Joanne. You have to tell me, what's our schedule say? Oh, hold on, sorry, it's in the back. Oh yeah, no, we're going to do Markzart first, and then AbraMark Lincoln. So yeah, I'm going to get going, Joanne. I will, I guess I'll be back after. What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, I'll tell you what, Joanne, I'm not going to be taken out of this next one. I'm living it out, all right? And when I get back, we're having a conversation about this, because I can't stand doing all the work and everybody gets all the credit. And the portal's clearly, like, flashing. Does that mean I'm running out of time? How much time when I go there, and is it going to open back up for me? Am I going to get stuck in a time portal, Joanne? What are we talking about? No, Joanne! These are very pertinent questions, because I'm about to go through a portal. Joanne, what's going on with the freaking flicker? I thought you worked that out. You said that you had to work that. You had my back. And I come back, now I'm here doing it, and you got a flicker going still. All right, I'm going to try to time this, Joanne, and see if I can get through before we get another flickeroo. All right? You want to count it down? I can't hear over your wheeze. I'm just going to go. All right, ready?
It's Back to the Future, Mark.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Whoa! Joanne! Oh! Joanne! Oh, no, thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's a new piece I just finished. It's called The Fifth. And everybody's into it. They all want to get, like, the reprise. Like, can you do, like, an encore? Every time I finish up The Fifth, it's like, can you do an encore? But I don't feel like doing an encore. I want to play something new. You know, I'm just going to for a second, I got to talk to you guys. This is getting out of control, you know. I keep coming in and doing the work. I'm thinking about this. I'm telling them about The Fifth. They're talking about The Fifth. They're loving The Fifth. And you know what's coming next, right? Freaking Magoo's going to come in the room and say, Markzart, great job on The Fifth. And all the other odes, and, you know, like, symphonies and everything else you did, you know. But we're going to need to give it to Mozart. He's having a bad year, you know? He could really use the win. I'm sorry. Look, I'm here as the greatest of this era. You know, yeah, I'm also Mark Tovin, whatever. But here, when I'm doing Markzart, and I'm in the process of getting appreciated for The Fifth, you know? Moonlight Sonata, when you're doing, and everybody's into it. you know? And then they want to just take it away. They're like, you know what? We're going to white out the name Markzart and just put Mozart over it. Hold on a minute. So I'm here. I do the work. The fifth. I'll go through the whole freaking thing. Yeah, but I'm here. I do it. And then all of a sudden they come along and take it away, give it to Mozart. This is par for the course, though, you know. Future Mark. Come back in time. I mean, what do you expect? Do you expect to live out the entire life? You think that's the gig. The gig, 2769, you go into a room, they give you a folder, you look at it, it says, hey, you're going back to this date, this is your guy who you are, this is your task. You gotta go and write the fifth. Why sonata? You know? You do it all. And then you're done. We give it to somebody else for the credit so that the human being, the human race, has something great in history. It only happens because of FutureMark. I do it all. You know? Just wait for a freaking sequel. You know? Like, this is just first movie. Anyway, you know, I'm getting kind of sick of it, though, when I'm here and then they take it away. I don't even want to write anything else, you know? Like, I don't even want to play my piano here anymore. Oh, Markzart, you're amazing. Wolfgang, Amadeus, Markzart, can you come and please play one more for us before Mozart takes over? No, you wanted the hack, you get the hack. Yeah. Oh, okay, what's Mozart going to play for you? You're right. He only knows how to fart when he plays. Whiteout, you know, they invented whiteout to take off Markzart's name and put Mozart's name. He needed a win. You know, how about Markzart needing a win? You know, I'm here. I'm doing, like, you know, they bleed. That's what they do here, bloodletting, when you got an illness. You know, you got a cold? Okay, we're going to just cut you and bloodlet you. What the? That's where we are right now. I'm in the process. Markzart, great job on that fifth, by the way. Let me guess. Going back to 2769, they have another assignment for me. I get it. I'm getting sick of doing all the work and getting no credit, you know? The pay is good. That I'm digging on. The pay, I got hazard pay, because sometimes when you're out there murdering people like I did as, you know, LeoMarko Davinci, in order to get that rouge, I had to murder in order to do. If you get caught and you can't go back to the future, you know, you're stuck in time. You know, that's no good either. So, hazard pay. Good stuff. But, you know, when you do the work and you create a fifth, and they take it from you, it hurts, you know? It hurts. For a few days afterwards, when you're kind of now you're recollecting the time that you spent, yeah? And you're thinking about it. And you're just getting ready to be AbraMark Lincoln. Getting taken off the freaking job again. This is the worst job because when you do a good job, you get replaced at the end. And somebody gets credit for all the freaking work. Yeah! Mozart coming in, right? Coming in hot, Mozart. Freaking, he's got like 3 fingers, I think. What is he doing, a Django Reinhardt? What's he do? How is he playing with 3 fingers? Inbred, you know? And he shows up, and you guys are giving him the credit for Markzart's work. I'm getting used to it. Getting used to it. I guess I'll see you guys at the next gig. I call them gigs, you know. You call them historical figures. Whatever. It's a gig.
It's Back to the Future, Mark.
Look, man, I know we're at it. And I know you put your heart and soul on the line for the people of your village, the townspeople. You know, and we're here against the South, you know? And here's the most important thing. When we win, it will be because of AbraMark Lincoln and all of his actions and the hat, because I wore the hat a lot. But most importantly, it's because AbraMark decided to think above the time and beyond the time, because he's from the future, FutureMark, and he did it. Emancipation Markgellan of 1863. Drafting it right now, you know? And when we do that, as, you know, a people, as the North, as the United States of America, we'll be emancipating Markgellan, you know? And there won't be any more slavery, okay? What's that? No, I know there's probably still going to be a bunch of piece of garbage people out there doing it. But I'm saying on the surface, United States of America, no more. You are equal. No more 3/5. Yeah, that was a stupid thing. I don't know who did that. I'm a legal expert. Look, when AbraMark did it, and they were like, you got the greatest score from the freaking bar ever. And I was like, I know. When you got a top hat, you know, and you're wearing it. When you go in to score at the bar for the exam, yeah, they're like, can you sit in the back, sir? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show up with the hat 9 feet tall. I'm 4'4". The hat's 5'3". You're sitting in the back. Who's the guy in the back? That's our future president. You know, best scorer, went in there, legal scholar, and then they said, excuse me, sir, would you like to run for president of the United States? We have plans for you. I said, plans for me? They had no idea. I'm freaking FutureMark. Of course you have plans for me. They sent me here to do this. They sent me here to proclamate. Markgellan. And when you're doing it, and you're going to lead America into a future that they didn't know existed, when you're doing it with the Emancipation Markgellan, and you do the speech, 4 yeah, that I'm working on still. And when I do the 4 speech, yeah, they're going to all gather around. Hey, AbraMark, what a freaking heck of a speech. Nice job on the Markgellan of 1863. Right? You know, AbraMark Lincoln. I go down in history, you know. Top hat. You guys, how you feeling? You guys ready for the next battle? You have to be ready. Stonewall Jackson's out there today. And if you're not ready for old Stonewall, you know, like I was here. I'm ready for Stonewall. What the frick am I talking about? Right, Jimmy? Gosh almighty. Jimmy, you do a good job, like, holding your pose. I gotta tell you, you're killing it. I'm out of my mind. I can't. Stonewall Jackson. Freaking Stonewall Jackson him. You know? Here, we're Stonewall. Goodness, you know. Good old Stonewall. I can't. What the freak? Joanne! Where's Joanne when you need her? Yeah, because I got Stonewall Jackson situation going on right now. I don't even know what to do with it. You know? Oh my goodness. Good old Stonewall. Some people say you got Stonewall down in freaking Jackson, Mississippi. That happened too. When you're AbraMarking it, you know, down on our way to Mississippi. Stonewalled. You know, when General Custer called, then he said, let's see if we could come to an agreement and see if we could call the 53rd parallel or whatever the freak. I said, look, AbraMark's not playing those games, you know. You send Stonewall over, we're having conversation. Stonewall he threw a heck of a curveball too. He was on the Southern Leagues, you know, AbraMark. I knocked one out of the friggin' park against him, you know. Like, he thought he had me, you know, like 3-2 count. And he's like, AbraMark's not going to hit this. I'm going to hit him with the high cheese. He threw the high cheese at me. Bang, biggity boo. I hit a home run. The top hat fell off. But I hit a home run, you know. Johnny, you were there for that one, right? Johnny, what the... You're going to leave me out in the lurch here? Yeah. Never tell a lie. Cherry tree. I know that was George Washington, but I did it too, you know? When you're AbraMark Lincoln and you did the cherry tree as well. You know, that's the story, guys. You have to remember that one, regurgitate it later when you're talking about the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. It's a big time in history. You guys don't realize it yet. You know, you're here and you're like, we're fighting for our homeland. We're fighting for some rice and some beans. Where are you from? Freaking New Mexico? We're here in the north. You know? And I'm sorry, guys. AbraMark Lincoln doing it, 16th president. I forgot my top hat today. You know? But we're here. We're doing our best anyway, trying to rile you up for good old Stonewall Jackson. He's out in the field today, guys. I saw him over the clearing, and he's looking like he's ready for a fight. How about you, Johnny? Are you ready for the freaking fight? You look like you're about to poop in your pants. God almighty. Why do we have guys who look like they want to poop their pants instead of going into war and battle for old AbraMark? You know? I'm sorry? What? I'm the President of the United States, okay? You don't walk up to the President of the United States and say, AbraMark, you did a really great job on that Markgellan, stopping slavery. Good job, AbraMark. I know that beginning always goes to a place I don't want it to go, okay? You did a good job here in the past, but your future, Mark, go back to frickin' 2769, they need you. God all freaking mighty. Yeah, I'm here. I'm AbraMark Lincoln. I did the work. I penned it. Emancipation Proclamation. Slavery, no more, because of me. You're going to give it to Abraham. You got to give it to good old Abraham Lincoln. Does he wear a top hat? Okay. Johnny, don't say he wears it better than me. I will slap that smile off your face. The scowl. That scowl off your face. I just did the Markelangelo. You know, it's times like this that I wonder, why did I freaking pen the Emancipation Proclamation? Yeah. Why did I come out here in this freaking heat today? And do the speech of all speeches. I feel bamboozled again, you know. I did this again with Markelangelo, freaking LeoMarko. Remember the time when I was freaking Wolfgang, Amadeus, Markzart, and they did it to me then too? I don't even want to go back to it. Oh, you have that scene too? I'm sure you do. God almighty. You know, all I can say is this, guys. If you want Abraham, instead of AbraMark, you just say the word. All right, more than 3 of you have to say the word. Guys, are you freaking kidding me? I did all the work. I did it all. You want to replace me with freaking Abraham? No, he doesn't wear a better top hat than me. What the freak? You know I kill it in a top hat. You know, and the cane, sometimes I'll do the cane, I'll be like, and I'm doing it as like, you know, Big Daddy AbraMark. And you guys are gonna take that away from me? You know what? That's fine. You call Abraham, you tell him come down, biblical, whatever, but I want at least a note in history, you know, asterisk, you know, FutureMark next to Abraham's name. Are you kidding me? They're gonna just wipe me away again? Gosh, this is what I'm talking about. You do the work. You're there. 1863. Freaking sweating. You know? Now that's fine. Now I'll go back to the freaking portal. God almighty.
It's Back to the Future, Mark.
Ah! Hey, Joanne, I'm back. Joanne. I don't even want to tell you how difficult it was to give that speech to the people when everybody wanted slavery still. And I'm saying, guys, I got one for you. It's called the Emancipation Markgellan. And everybody's like, cool now. You know, like, there is no skin differences. Everybody's, you know, this is a melting pot here. You know, United States of America. Everybody comes together, all skin colors. The Emancipation Markgellan. By the time I got to the end of the speech, it was a little better, but there was a lot of, you know, raucous behavior. Joanne, I'm having a hard time tonight. My voice, you know, seem to be losing my voice. You know, that's what happens when you're yelling because they don't have a freaking intercom system. Yeah, 1863. I'm there. I'm in front of thousands of people. And they're like, can you speak up? Excuse me. I'm doing an Emancipation Markgellan. Top hat. I had the top hat on. Oh no, I forgot the top hat. Dang. That was the problem, Joanne. If I had the top hat, that would have commanded respect. But instead, I'm there, you know, just like doing it with like a weird, like crowd go, ah, emancipation, we want slavery. It was a weird vibe in the crowd there, Joanne. Was that? No, the other one was okay, I guess. You know, Markzart, when I was there, I killed it. Did the fifth. You ever heard the fifth? Yeah, of course you have, Joe. Historical record. I did it. And then they were like, I'll give it to Mozart. No, I know you know the gig. That's right. You're my assistant. Anyway, Joanne, what do we have? Oh. Let's see. What do we got today, Joanne? Nelson Markgellan? Are you freaking kidding me? That's the whole thing. Like, I do it all, and then everybody forgets that I did it. Now I gotta go and live his life now? 20 years in prison. I did the speech, right? That's me. I do it. You know, it's like, this is the thing that really bothers me most about this, Joanne. I didn't know any of these things. I knew about Mandela. Like, I knew he did the speech. He went to jail. Now you tell me I'm Markgellan and that I did the speech. You know, it's times like this, Joanne, that you realize you don't know anything about life. My entire life, I looked up to Nelson Mandela. I was just looking up to myself. What else do we got here? What's that? No, Joanne, we know you have a wheeze. It's from, you know, birth defect. I'm sorry. I'm just, Joanne. I can't with your wheeze. I'm trying to read, you know, like my gig. This is the gig here. You got to go back in time, Mark, again. Markzart. I did that one. That was a good one. Changing history, making history. You know. All right, Joanne. Can I take the? Okay, that's right. You're gonna refill documentation when I come back. All right, Joanne. No. What? No, still obnoxious, that wheeze. God almighty. Oh, Joanne, before I leave, can you do me a favor and wash, you know, we're not doing leotards anymore here, but wash that cool shirt, the one with the purple. When a few of these characters I wore, and I really like it. But when I walked up the top of Mount Sinai, and I had that shirt on, it's a little suspect, the armpits. I'm gonna need you to get a little Bimenon, spray it all over it. Yeah, I bought Bimenon, you know, back in the 23rd century. You remember? They put up a fight, but then I wound up coming away with it as, you know, Markelangelo, which was like, he was the coolest billionaire of the time. Joanne, I got a Flickr deal going on over here. What is the deal with your stupid Flickr? You know, you couldn't call a guy? I've been gone 35 years, 40, I think, and we did Marxists. I crossed the Red Sea, parted it, and you know, I come back, you're still freaking Flickr. God almighty, Joe. I'm sorry, 10 Commandments, I did it, you know? And now I'm here. Marxist. You know, FutureMark. There's a Flickr, Joanne. Can you call the technical service coordinator and see if he can come down and do a little doohickey? Where's the space-lace sprocket? You know? You do a spacely, and the sprocket comes out, you know, and a Hoomdicky, and the Dick Louie V, you know? Everybody's got one. And then, no more Flickr. Joanne, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will tell you to stop the friggin' wheeze. You know, you got to figure by 2769 there's a friggin' doctor who figured out how to do something about that. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go, Joanne. Portal, it's starting to flicker. I'll be back, okay? After this next one, I'm calling it quits. Remember, if you got a juicy one though, I go back, you know, president storms the castle type of thing. Okay, Joanne, flicker. Call the guy. I gotta go. Whoa.
I'm from the year 2769. Back in time. It's back to the future, Mark. Back to the future, I'm going to tell you a few things about what I've seen before. And I can't tell you what's coming through every door. And I'm gonna try to guide you into the light. But it's up to you if you wanna get in line. If you wanna lead a leader, yeah, you still got time. I've seen the future, I'm trying to help you up out of the quicksand, yeah. It's back to the future, Mark. I don't have time for your nonsense, no. I'm not going to listen, gonna put on my own show, yeah. It's back to the future, Mark.
In a freak accident, he's transported on a SpaceX rocket to Mars. He's stuck on Mars!
And it looks like we are about to see liftoff.
Yeah! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! I should never have taken this gate! I found water! I am the first person ever to stand on Mars! And guess what that means? I'm colonizing it! Woo! This is Marks. This is not Mars! You thought it was Mars? This is Marks. As soon as you put me on, strap me onto some super SpaceX rocket, and you send me up to space, to Mars? I'm sorry, that's now Marks. How are there Milky Way bars on Mars? Well, guess what? It's day freaking 4, and I got short circuit over here. 6 days, yeah. Here we go, ready?